Mentors is something I feel like I never hear people talk about in the rap industry, in the music world, and mentors are so important because they can really help you get to the next level so much faster. Let's talk about how mentors can help you and your music career today.
You know that we coming liars. I'ma keep praying to God, tell those little niggas stop it. Tell my mama that I got this. You know that we coming liars.
What's going on? It's Pimp Fried Rice. Welcome to the Music into Millions podcast, the show where we give independent rappers the tools and resources needed to be successful without waiting on a record label. Before I get into today's episode, I want to give recognition to the shout out of the week. So shout out to you. If you guys want a chance to be shouted out on the channel for yourself, all you got to do is share one of these videos to your Instagram or to your Facebook feed, story. It doesn't matter, and make sure you tag me in it. That way I can see that you shared it. That's how you can get shouted out on this channel. Let's get right back into the video. Finding a mentor is so crucial to you and your music career, or really to any goal that you want to achieve in life, because a mentor is such an amazing resource to have. And let's talk about why a mentor is so crucial. So a mentor is crucial because it's someone who's able to help you before you fail, which is so nice because these people a lot of times have been in your shoes, or they have the experience that you're looking to get. They're a couple years ahead of you sometimes, or maybe they're not even a couple years ahead of you. They're just a few points forward in life from where you're at, and they have seen the things that you haven't seen yet. So they kind of know when things are coming, why things are starting to head down that direction, and they can give you kind of like they can give you like bumpers or like guidelines to keep you on the right path and stop you from failing, maybe like they did, or maybe like someone they know did, which is why they have that experience. But because they've suffered, they've been through the trials, the tribulations, they've done all the hard part themselves, they're able to say like, hey, I was going down that same path, and you're probably going to want to, make a little bit of adjustment over here so that way you don't end up in the same position I did, or worse, or they're able to really just keep you on the right path and see where you're going to fail, or if you're going to fail based off of their prior experience. They're also really great for bouncing ideas off of, because they're someone who's farther along than you are. They know a little bit more about the industry, they know a little bit more about the people who are in there, and they have more experience, they have more time involved. So when you have an idea, they have a little bit of a bigger reference point to be like, that's a good idea, or that's not a good idea, or how about we flesh this out a little bit more? Like where are the holes that we can patch up in this scenario? Or what can we do to really take this from here to here? But it's someone that you can just creatively bounce ideas off of. You can ask them questions. You can ask for feedback on things, which is always nice. Like if you have something that you're committed to and you're like, I know I'm going to do this, but I at least want to see what their thoughts are on it. If they like it, what they would do differently. You can do that kind of stuff with a mentor. You can ask them their opinion and get that live feedback from someone. And that's nice because they have an outside perspective, which whenever you're working on music or content or something that's like heavily related to you, it's hard to look at it from an unbiased opinion. Obviously, we all think our music is dope. We all think our music is the best in the world. We all think our content's amazing and hilarious and funny and great and cool. That may not always be the case. Sometimes we end up tooting our horn just a little bit too much. I am one of the biggest contenders of this, guys. I do it all the time, where like I'll just be sitting there like, yo, this beat is fucking fire, man. I'm listening to it. And people in the background are just like, like, yeah, that's cool, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We just like our own stuff more. And we also think that our own shit doesn't stink. So what that means is we have a really messed up opinion of who we are and our music and everything because we're so biased towards ourselves. When you have a mentor, it's someone who offers that outside perspective like, maybe you should wipe your ass a little bit better. Your shit does stink pretty bad. Or that is really good. Like, you know what I mean? Or sometimes it can be the complete opposite end of the spectrum where like you're just so filled with self-doubt, or you're so filled with like, oh man, this isn't perfect. It's not good enough. And a mentor could be like, dude, stop. The product that you have is great. Just put it out into the world and let them decide. You're overthinking it. Having a mentor basically is just that outside perspective that we don't get because we're so involved in the project. And mentors are awesome for the fact that they can encourage and motivate. They've been in the same position you've been in, so they know what it's like to have those lonely nights. They know what it's like to be in those financial situations where they have no money. They know what it's like to have their friends bail on them because they're too focused on their career and their music. they have all this past experience, so they know how to encourage you, and they're going to know the things to say that's going to make you feel better, that's going to make you feel like you're not alone. Because a lot of times we think like, oh my gosh, like I'm the only one going through this, I'm the only one who's experienced these problems, but that's not true. In fact, a lot of times these mentors have faced these same exact issues. It might have been a couple years ago, so it might have been instead of like on social media, it was on like newspaper advertising or, you know, whatever it may have been. So it might have been a little bit of a different avenue, but they still had the same issues and the same problems that we had. So they can encourage you, they can motivate you, they can tell you this doesn't last forever, that you're going to get through this dark time and you're going to see, you know, the sunshine again. Or they can tell you like, you know, keep your head above the water. Yes, it seems tough now, but this is the stuff that's building your character. This is what's making you strong and resilient for when you become a big famous rapper and you have to deal with paparazzi and people asking for money all the time and people trying to do this and people trying to do that. They're going to give you that encouragement and motivation to keep you inspired, to keep you level-headed and know that you're on the right path. And one of my favorite things that a mentor can do is a mentor can connect you with people. Like mentors, because they've been in the industry longer, because they've met more people, because the music industry is literally built on relationships. Like you can't go anywhere in the music industry if you are not the right kind of person, you don't talk to the right kind of people. It's super important to understand how to deal with people when you're in the music business. And a mentor can connect you with the right people. They may know other artists that are trying to do the same thing that you are, so they can put you guys together so you can work on songs or a project or whatever. They may have already filmed a bunch of music videos with a certain director, so they're like, oh no, I know where we can find a director in this city or in this city. Or maybe they've been on tour before, so they could be like, these are the things you want to make sure you do when you're on tour. These are the people you want to meet when you're on tour. I can introduce you to, you know, this guy who owns this venue and this guy who owns this venue, and we can set you up here and there. They can connect you with people from their past experiences. And that could be people in all different walks of life. It could be marketers, musicians, DJs, producers, record labels. You know, it could be their mom who makes really bomb-ass chocolate chip cookies. It could be anything in the world, but they can connect you with other people that they've met along their journey. That is such a great resource to have to someone who's just like, oh, you need a videographer? Oh, here, let me show you John. Or, you need a director? Let me... I can't even think of stuff, But you guys get what I'm saying. Someone who can connect you with all these people from their past experiences. That is so lit to me. The fact that someone can literally be all those things for you. They can be an encourager, a motivator, a connector, a guide, someone who like keeps you on the guidelines and in the right path. All these different things, an outside perspective. That's why it's so crucial to have a mentor. To have someone to really help you get to the next level. Ask any successful person, any person that's achieved amazing things in the world, they probably had a mentor. Or they made certain things their mentor, which is what I'm about to talk to you guys about. So that is why you should have a mentor, all those points that I just said to you. But now I want to talk to you guys about how you can get a mentor or how you can find a mentor. Because a lot of times it's like, yeah, that's really cool. I want all those things. I just don't know how to go about finding the right person or meeting them or connecting with them. So how am I supposed to do that? Well, luckily with the resource that we have, which is the internet, you don't necessarily need to meet someone in order for them to be your mentor. I have mentors that I have never spoken to a day in my life. And that is insane because all I'm doing is I'm absorbing information from them. And it may not be a mentor that I get to necessarily bounce my opinions and feedback off of. Like, it's not in that regard, but it's someone who motivates and encourages me. It's someone who's connected me with other people based off of just books that I've read from them, videos I've watched from them, following their content on social media. So even though I've never spoken one-on-one with this person, they're still doing all the same things that a mentor would do for me. And people like that are like Russell Brunson, Gary Vee, Kato on the Track, DJ Payne One, Dame from Music Entrepreneur Club. Like all these people have been like mentors to me and taught me things that have brought me to the next level. So you can find a mentor through reading a really good book, finding an author who you connect with and you feel like resonates with what you want to do and where you want to go. YouTube videos, even just finding a YouTube channel like this one, or like the Music Entrepreneur Club, or Curtis King, or Adam Ivy, Brandman Sean, Bursamo. All these different channels can be like mentors for you as an independent artist. And I highly recommend that you check out all the channels I've just said. They're great information for rappers and independent musicians. You can also just meet a mentor by reaching out to people. If there's someone who fits the mold, who fits who you want to be your mentor, hit them up. Send them an email. Send them a text message if you can find their number. DM them. All these different things. Reach out to them in any way possible, but just let them know, like, hey, I love the content that you put out. I love what you stand for, what you do, who you are. I want you to mentor me. I want you to show me the path and everything like that. But that's how you can go about getting yourself a mentor. And now, guys, I actually am opening up this upcoming year and starting now a mentorship program where I want to be able to help independent rappers like you guys with the experience that I have in order to help you get where you want to go, meet the right people, build the right relationships, and build a fan base that's obsessed with you and your music. I want to help you guys do that. So if you want the chance to have me as your mentor, which I would absolutely love, hit that link down below and you can schedule a 15-minute call where we'll just hop on video chat together and we'll just chat back and forth and we'll see if it's a right fit for me to be your mentor. I would love to start this opportunity with you guys. Hit that link down below if that's something you're interested in. Make sure you guys like this video. Drop a comment. What is one of the biggest things that you're looking for in a mentor? I'm very curious to know. Let me know. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, that way you're notified whenever we drop new videos, because I'm still trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, guys, so that way we can help as many independent rappers like yourself as possible. Have a great rest of your day. Catch you guys next week. Peace.